Okay, so I lost the first part of this video. However, it's about putting a doggy door through the kick plate or screen area. What I did first is I took out the screen and I put in a piece of aluminum kick plate. In this case, it's bigger than the 1 foot size and smaller than the 36-inch size. So what I did is I went to the local screen room and patio framework supplier, and I bought the 36-inch kick plate, and they cut it to size. So what I did is I measured from left to right and top to bottom. They cut it out for me, and of course it still wasn't the right size. So what I did is I took my tin snips and recut it to fit the right size. Now on top of the aluminum sheet, there's something like a U-channel, which is right here, and it slips over the aluminum sheet, so any jagged edges or sharp corners would be covered by this piece of U-channel aluminum. And then I just simply screwed it right in. I'm gonna get you a close-up. So after what I did is I tucked the side piece of the U-channel into the top and the bottom U-channel pieces, and then I took these self-tapping screws, which they sell, and I just put them right through. I put them right through, across and down, all around the aluminum sheet. The top of this is not your standard screwdriver, it's a hex top. So this fits right on there, and I put it right on the tip of my screw gun and screwed them right in. On the doggy door itself, these screws weren't long enough, so I had to go back and buy some specific screws just about an inch longer than these to make it through to the framework, which is on the other side of here and here, so that these would actually stay in securely. The homeowner, which is my friend, liked the way this looks so much that she had me put it on a piece on top of the screen door area because the dog kept knocking it out. So here's the pieces that I put both in. The original screen here was all knocked out, and I replaced the screen here. I took it out. So here's what it looked like before the doggy door went in. So now the dog just comes in and out. As you see, this is a large dog. This dog is known to attack people. It's a big pit bull. But it's locked up in the house, so as of right now, I'm safe. But it fit through here with his broad shoulders. There was a question at first. This is on the box rated to be up for dogs up to 100 pounds. But even his wide shoulders made us question it, but he's getting the hang of it. Okay, so next I'm going to measure the space between the frames so that I can cut a piece of new frame to fit the door in between. So they both fit. So next I'm going to put these brackets on the bottom of the frame so as to attach it to the original screen room frame. So I'll use this frame just to be able to get that all the way to the bottom here. So I'll do this on all sides of both pieces of metal, and then I'll secure it to the original frame the same way, and we'll be ready to rock onto the next part. Okay, so I have it on both the top and the bottom, and I'm gonna put the brackets right onto the original framework of the screen room, and I'll level it to make sure it's vertically level. This is the doggy door. This is normally the inside, and this is the outside piece. The outside piece sits over the inside piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the outside piece for the measurement. Any gaps will be covered by this extra piece of framework that comes on the doggy door. So again, this is the outside piece. I'm going to just lay it here for now so I can get the diameter that's needed for the opening. I'm going to make it a little wider than the original opening. Give it some play because it's going to screw in regardless. And I'm happy with that right there. So now I'll screw in this last piece of frame. This one's already put in. Okay, so I'm working on the horizontal pieces of the framework. And I wanted to make sure that I told you that you should put the second one of the two frames, in my case it'll be the top, on, measure it after you put these screws in, because there's going to be a gap here. As you can see right here, there's a small gap. So if you just measured it like this, it would never fit because you'd have these screws in the way. So make sure you do that before you put the final horizontal piece on. Here's the marks for the top of the frame. So I'm going to make sure that the screws are just clear of those marks. Okay, so now this is where the doggy door is going. So I'm going to pre-drill a couple holes just to get enough space to stick my Sawzall in there. So what I did is right next to where I pre-drilled some holes on the frame, I put some screws so that way the vibration is minimized and the saw will go through easier. Okay, not very neat, but it's done. This is the outside frame. I'll just make sure it fits in there. Perfect. I'll screw it into place. However, I just wanted to fit it first because this one, actually they might not even touch on the inside because of the space of the frame itself. And it doesn't. See this gap right here, which is really good for me. I like that. Now the simple part, just screw it in. Okay, project's done. So I hope I'm able to have helped somebody out there who had no idea how to do this. It's an easy project. It looks really good. So there's that big pit bull I warned you about. I warned myself about. Look how careful I have to be. Oh shit! Oh shit! Are you on? Spencer, the door's open! Come on with your bad bacteria.
Sit down.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Hey, are you ready? I'm ready. Spencer! Oh no! Woo!